Flashpoint Batman, Thomas Wayne. Backstory. In the Flashpoint timeline, history was altered when Barry Allen, the Flash, prevented his mother's murder. This change rippled through the timeline. On that night in Crime Alley, young Bruce Wayne was killed instead of his parents. The trauma drove Thomas Wayne to become Batman, but not the same kind as Bruce. His wife Martha went insane from grief and became the Joker of this world. Profession unlike Bruce, who grew up to be Gotham's playboy billionaire and philanthropist, Thomas Wayne was already an adult and a doctor, surgeon, before tragedy struck. His medical knowledge stayed with him, but his Batman methods became much more brutal. Powers, abilities. Thomas Wayne has no superpowers, like Bruce, but he maximized his natural gifts. Peak human condition, strength, stamina, and reflexes honed to perfection. Master martial artist, skilled in hand-to-hand combat and lethal fighting techniques. Expert marksman. Unlike Bruce, Thomas regularly uses guns with deadly accuracy. Surgeon's precision. His medical background gives him surgical knowledge for torture, field medicine, and pinpoint strikes. Tactician strategist. Leads with ruthless efficiency, willing to kill or cripple enemies permanently. Skills lethal combat. Uses knives, pistols, and even swords. Interrogation by fear pain. Unlike Bruce, he doesn't hesitate to break bones or kill for information. Business politics. Owns Wayne casinos, using them to fund his war on crime. Master detective. Brutal style. He solves crimes, but with less patience for nuance or mercy. What drives him? His mission isn't justice like Bruce's. It's revenge and punishment. Thomas is motivated by grief and anger for Bruce's death. His Batman is built on rage rather than a desire to inspire hope. He also fights to contain his wife, Martha, Joker, who became the embodiment of the madness he couldn't stop. What happened to his son wife? Bruce Wayne, murdered as a child in Crime Alley, which triggers Thomas's transformation into Batman. Martha Wayne, driven insane by Bruce's death, she became the Flashpoint Joker, a tragic mirror to Thomas. Their war is deeply personal, a marriage destroyed by grief. Universe Earth Flashpoint, Earth 12, Flashpoint Timeline, a fractured alternate DC universe created when Barry Allen changed the past. Thomas Wayne exists only because of this timeline shift. Later, after Flashpoint, he is reintroduced into the main DC continuity through Flashpoint Beyond and Batman story arcs. Differences from main DC Batman, Bruce Wayne. No rule against killing. Thomas executes criminals without hesitation. Uses guns, regularly carries pistols, unlike Bruce. Older, hardened. Thomas is middle-aged, with less patience and more bitterness. Driven by loss of son, Bruce fights to prevent others from experiencing his pain. Thomas fights to avenge Bruce. Cynical worldview. Where Bruce still believes in hope and justice, Thomas believes Gotham is irredeemable. Crime must be destroyed, not contained. How he thinks deals with criminals. Thomas is a pragmatist and an executioner. He views criminals as diseased parasites, and as a doctor, he sees killing them as surgical removal. Example, he once stated, "We don't lock them in asylums, we put them in the ground." His methods strike fear even in allies, as he often uses torture, intimidation, and swift execution rather than rehabilitation. Flashpoint Batman is a darker, more tragic mirror of Bruce Wayne. Where Bruce is a symbol of discipline and justice, Thomas is a symbol of grief and vengeance. He embodies what Batman might become without the rule against killing, a relentless, merciless avenger shaped by personal tragedy.